What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Um, it's the end of it's Sunday. It is the end of the work week. It's actually Sunday, December 22nd at 10:22 p.m. So, the work week's kind of been pretty busy as the holidays. So, I'm just glad I don't have to go back for a good couple of days. But in the meantime, I thought I would do a movie haul because I haven't done one in a while, and I actually just, or maybe not a while, a couple of days, um, but actually I I after work on Saturday, I was really thinking because of like all the stuff I was listening to, like podcasts and stuff, like in my head, like I got put in the Muppets Christmas Carol. I was like, I really want that on DVD, and so I went there with the intention of getting it, but they didn't have it, so I didn't get it. I went to Half Price Books, by the way. Um, but then there were a couple other movies that was like floating around in my head. Tommy Boy was one of them because I was listening to the Adam Sandler episode of Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, and they started talking about Chris Farley, and I was like, I like Tommy Boy, so I was like, I'm gonna go get Tommy Boy. Which, funny enough, the last time I was buying movies, I was thinking about getting Tommy Boy, but I didn't. And then I don't know how, but Austin Powers also came into my head. So I was like, okay, let's go see if I can get those. And but we're gonna show off what we get. And so first up, I was looking around like I first went to see if they had the Muppets Christmas Carol. They only had the Muppets and like Muppets Go to Space or whatever, not Muppets Christmas Carol. So I was like, dang, all right. Um, but then I started looking around, and I was like, okay, let's go. I started looking around for just random stuff, but I obviously I first um I was like, okay, they have Tommy Boy, that's cool. But I really was wondering to see if they had Austin Powers, and I found, because I went to the clearance rack, I found that they had the second Austin Powers movie. As you can see, it was like discounted. It's sealed for $3. So I've never seen any of the Austin Powers movies, so I thought I'm gonna get them. But when I went to go look on the section where they keep the movies, they only had another copy of Austin Powers 2 and Austin Powers 3. And I was like, okay, well, they don't have number 1, and I don't want to buy just 2 and 3 because I'm not going to watch them until I get the first one, right? And so I'm looking, and they have these little clearance, like push racks, where they have stuff. And I looked on one, I didn't see anything, and then I went and I looked on the other one, didn't see anything. So I was like, dang. So I started walking around just looking for stuff. But then I was like, okay, maybe I missed something. I don't know. But then I went back to that first push rack that I saw, and lo and behold, they had Austin Powers, the first Austin Powers movie, and it was actually $1, which was really cool. So I got Austin Powers 1 for $1, and it's in this like green case. I guess this is like a special case that they did for the movies. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I went and I grabbed Austin Powers 2 alongside the first one, right? And then I also grabbed the third one, which came in this blue case, which is pretty neat. I am a little annoyed that I could only find the black case for Austin Powers 2 because this one is supposed to come in red, but I couldn't find it, so it's okay, right? But no, yeah, I found all 3 Austin Powers movies, which was really cool. So now I have no excuse for not having seen them. So yeah, I can now take the time to watch them. And then obviously I grabbed Tommy Boy, classic movie. I've already seen this. I just wanted to grab it again. This is a good movie. I like this movie a lot. So really happy to have it in the collection finally. Um, so yeah, Tommy Boy, Chris Farley, David Spade. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Right. And but the funny thing is, while I was looking for Austin Powers, I saw this movie, and I was like, "Whoa!" I saw someone on Twitter talk about this movie, and it's also a movie I've been wanting to watch. It's on my watch list, right? And so I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." And so I grabbed it. I looked at it. The case is a little dinged up, but it's okay, right? Um, but I found the foreign language film Amelie on DVD. This is pretty cool. Um, yeah, it comes with two DVDs because I was like, at first I was like, oh, I can just replace the case. It's fine, but it comes with two DVDs like that. So I was like, ooh, that may or may not be tricky to find. Um, but no, but yeah, I got two DVDs here. Amelie, like I said, it's a foreign language. I believe it's French. Um, but no, yeah, really, really cool that I found this because, like I said, it's been on my watch list. I've seen the ratings for it. It's very highly reviewed, so I'm honestly very stoked to have it. Um, and yeah, but in terms of movies, though, because initially I was also gonna get Wayne's World because they had a sealed copy of Wayne's World, but then I was like, with Wayne's World and these four comedy movies, all I have are comedy movies. And obviously I put back Wayne's World, but I was like, still, I just have four comedy movies and Amelie. I was like, I need to get like another one to balance it out. So I looked at my watch list on Letterboxd, and I looked on my dot, like I was just scrolling. I was like, do they have this? No. Do they have this? No. Do they have this? Yes, but the case is gross. um, but I eventually decided on a classic movie that I haven't seen, um, and that would be Sunset Boulevard, a classic movie. This is the special collector's edition, I guess. Yeah, I've heard nothing but great things about this movie. Again, very highly reviewed. One of the top rated movies on Letterboxd, which is pretty cool. But no, yeah, the plot sounds very interesting. About a aging silent film star. You know, um, as Hollywood kind of becomes more, they're called talkies now, right? Um, so yeah, I decided to get this because again, it's been something I've wanted to watch. Um, it's kind of funny. It doesn't take much convincing for me to like want to watch a movie. I just have to like see, like, oh, it's highly rated, or you have to tell me like, oh, it's really good, and I'm like, okay, I'm there, um so yeah, that's why I picked yeah, that's why I picked Sunset Boulevard. But also, yeah, it just sounds interesting, right? Yeah, but these are my movies that I got, my movie haul for this week. I don't remember if I showed you the last one. I might have. I know I showed like my family and stuff, but yeah, that was the movie haul for this week. What we got, like, what is that, like six movies? I think I'm either gonna watch the first Austin Powers or Tommy Boy. I might watch both. I don't know after this. But yeah, that was my movie haul. That's pretty much the only thing that really happened this week, other than it being busy at work for the holidays. So um, yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. Yeah, you guys are the best. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.